Yeah.
That's really naughty, boys.
Like none.
And I will separate you.
Hi.
I'm not joking.
Yes.
Relax your shoulders. Uploading all over.
There's a big fat bite on my leg.
I'm getting heartburn.
Oh my god.
Go on, sit, please.
Yeah.
That it was going to be
How permanent they are.
I wish I knew how much I would want to get after the first one, so I didn't ruin too many good spots.
How to properly research.
I didn't put so much pressure on having the first tattoo mean so much and have to attach so much meaning to it because it was never going to be my first and last. That they're not as bad as people say they are.
You think it'll be fun there and then after a little bit of time, they're not so fun. Definitely think more.
Back in my day, there was no Instagram or Facebook, so it was the word of mouth or MySpace. Yeah.
I think a lot of people try and instill fear into people getting their first tattoo, like, oh, good luck. But actually, they're all right, and they're for everybody.
It would be all the little traditional pieces that I drew myself.
Not the star, that was a banger.
My sleeve.
Probably my neck.
Stupid Illuminati triangle I got on my ankle.
It's the one that everyone loves, but I hate.
None. To be fair, the pin-up girl on the back of my arm, my friends used to abuse it because the face was a bit mangled up.
Rushing to get my arm done as quick as possible because there is no rush, and I think I wish I thought everything through as a whole body rather than just on a sleeve.
That was a rogue, very quick decision. I wouldn't have done it any other day of the week.
At the very end of the session, I was like, can you chuck a little upside down cross above the eye?
I didn't know how to properly draw traditional stuff, so it looks really bad.
The three-eyed alien from Toy Story. It says the claw below it.
Nah.
Yes and no.
No.
Yes.
Yes and no.
I was 19 when I got my first, which I think is quite old because I tattoo loads of people and they're like hand poking at like 13, their friends, so I never done any of that, so I think 19 was quite old.
Because you learn what you don't do, but then you're stuck with it forever.
So I started when I was 18. Everyone is like really good memory, so no.
And actually, I was thinking about this question, and I'd probably give myself an extra 2 years from now. At 26, I'd start. The more artists I meet, the more I'm like, I want your work, I want your work. I've already met so many that I've got not a lot of space left.
You've got to make the mistakes to learn from them. But knowing what I know now, I would do everything completely differently.
I got my first tattoo on my 18th birthday and I was obsessed with it. I loved it.
Nah, just went and got a random star tattoo, thought it was sick. Got some spider webs added, got a bird on my arm, mum cried. And then just cracked on and it took maybe 4 or 5 years before I really understood how covered I was getting and then started getting the good stuff.
I wanted to be covered and then I stopped. I realised that I didn't know what I wanted. I went a long time without getting tattooed.
It started piece by piece with this arm, but then once this sleeve was done, I started moving on to like larger single piece projects.
I wanted to be covered. I didn't necessarily care what I was being covered in, which is a bit of a shame. It just happened, I guess.
All I knew when I was younger was that I wanted to be covered, but I didn't have a plan, and that's what I'm going to really try and recommend to people, is to just think it through a little bit more. I love most of my tattoos, I really do, just wish they were all more cohesive.
I always said I would never suit being heavily tattooed, but I think once you do it, there's no other option. You have to suit it.
100%.
My neck.
My arms.
I would have done my back differently.
No, because all the spots you would probably regret ruining, I like the ones that are really on show, hands and neck, and I saved them, luckily, so the rest are all good. I wouldn't want a covered over, blasted over hands and neck, and they're not.
I would have gone for something symmetrical instead. The butterflies would have been better somewhere else, for sure.
I'd say with this arm, I was initially planning like a full connected sleeve, but in the end I just went for more traditional patchwork. And as much as I love them, I do kind of wish I stuck with the initial idea of like a full sleeve.
I actually think the tops of your arms go unnoticed in how important they are to how you look. So again, upper arms I would save for something spectacular.
A lot of places, obviously hands, neck, always think twice about getting a tattoo anyway.
Getting like small stuff on your back. So many back tattoos I do, and someone has something tiny like just below their neck, and it affects their whole back tattoo. You don't even need the little tattoo on your back because you can't even see it, so just leave your back alone until you want something big.
If you want fine line fingers, it don't work and you end up with blown out, messy fingers. Or they're not in, yeah.
I would say inside forearm, because everyone sort of starts off getting a small piece in there and then eventually want to turn it into a sleeve. And that's such a key zone for getting a large, big, key part of the sleeve. Working around that is really difficult.
This is a bit of a random one, but feet. People rush into just getting stuff on their feet and that really hurts. And I'm one of them where I rushed into something. It hurt so much that I never finished it, and now I just wish I planned them both nicely.
Do your research.
Completely disregard distance.
Find someone whose work you absolutely love.
Make sure that you've followed them for a while and you see the consistency of the work that they're putting out. Get a vibe off of somebody from their Instagram or whatever. You can see if you're going to gel with that person or not.
Have a look on Pinterest to find the style and the name of it that you like, and then check on Instagram and Google to find the artist that specialises in that style. If you need to travel, do it, because this is on you forever, and if you find an artist who you love, it's worth going to.
Do your research, find someone, don't just go to your local studio, don't just go similar, go to that artist.
If you find someone you like, whether it is 4 hours up north or it's Barcelona, it's worth doing, because I think the permanency of tattoos is lost on people these days.
Look for the right artists on Instagram, and I would reach out to them, see how I felt when they reply, and if I get like that good feeling. I feel like the way people reply to you, I think when I first messaged the guy that done all mine, Kieran, got like a really positive response, and it just made me go, cool, you're the guy.
When you look at it, your heart literally is like, that's everything that I could possibly want in a tattoo, because then you can trust your artist, you can let them do what they need to do to produce their best work, and you'll just have the best experience.
Yeah, but I only think it's changed because the industry has come so far.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
Rather than change, I think it's developed. I've found new stuff that I didn't know was out there before.
Since I locked in on what I liked, I've liked the same thing for 10 years. Luckily, I've not changed what I enjoy. Yeah.
It's evolved and been added to. I don't think it's been changed or replaced. I still like the stuff that I did and I got into it, but the more and more I got and the more I did, the more artists I discovered that added to my inspiration.
Even in how I tattoo, it's changed. I used to tattoo in full colour, and now I tattoo in fine line black and grey. And a similar thing of I had one style that I thought I'd get so much of on my body, and now I only have 1 or 2 pieces in it, and I'm going in a whole different direction.
I feel I still like what I liked, but the style and the artists that I like are now worlds better than they were when I first found them, if that makes sense.
Underestimate how hard or how easy it is.
How long they have to spend with an artist.
How much it takes a toll on your body through the day.
The amount of trust you have to put in someone goes underestimated.
It can take a toll on your body.
How important it is to eat, how painful body tattoos are compared to arms and legs. if you've got your arms and legs done and you think it didn't hurt, I would not compare that to any torso tattoo.
You think it's going to be such a struggle throughout the day, but then it won't be, but then it can be.
If you don't fully trust that person, they'll feel a bit uncomfortable, you might feel a bit uncomfortable. You have to find a place, a person that you do genuinely trust, just so everything can flow like organically.
Also, that goes the other way where artists underestimate how long you have to spend with a client. You can catch a vibe from an inquiry or a message, and I feel like that should really think about how long you're going to be spending with someone.
If you're not in the right headspace, it can drag the day a lot and you can't relax. So get in the right headspace.
People think they're fine to not eat, to not have anything to drink, and they'll be alright, but they're the ones that normally hit the deck.
Be excited for it.
Build up that excitement.
Tell yourself every day that you're in for a world of pain.
Eat well and sleep well before.
And don't be scared, because I think that will ruin your day. Don't get in your head about
Really be excited for it because that will get you through the day.
If it's a big session and you know it's going to hurt, tell yourself every day that you're in for a world of pain. That's the only way I've been able to mentally prepare for something. In the days leading up to it, just tell yourself it's going to suck.
Eat well, don't come in hungover, don't eat something the night before that's going to give you the because you'll have a hard time trying to get that out of you in a studio. Often toilets in the studios are little, you can't hide a fart in there.
Someone that loves my work.
Someone who understands the whole process.
Someone that brings a creative bit.
it. Being chatty.
Someone who's just really easygoing.
Somebody who communicates well.
Polite and respectful, to know like that we are putting a lot of mental and physical strain to the process, and all we want to do is give you like a really good tattoo that you're going to love. And if you can understand that and be able to sit still and work well with us, you're going to have a good time.
And being honest about what you want. If there's something you want and you're scared to say about it, don't be afraid to say that you don't like certain things of a tattoo.
And obviously trust your work, that goes without saying.
If they already love what you do and they know that you're going to do a good job, most of the time they're pretty chill about it and can just sort of let you do what you need to do.
Doesn't overly apologise for everything.
It's very niche.
Exciting, very relaxed, fun. I guess I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my first tattoo.
Quick and sore.
Inspirational and core memory.
Surreal, adrenaline rush, Mackies.
Exciting, rebellious, and stupid.
Long, painful, and 50 quid.
Enjoy the whole process.
Don't think that they're any different to you.
Relax.
It's actually fine to be nervous.
Just relax.
Chill out.
And I think if you're not nervous, it can come across a little bit bullshit. Don't fake it. Come in, be real. We're probably just as nervous anyway. It is permanent. Nerves are fine. Unpreparedness is not fine.
You're in safe hands, we know what we're doing, and we'll take care of you.
They're as nervous to meet you as you are to meet them.
We're all pretty easygoing, most tattooists are. Just relax. You'll be fine. And if you need anything, just ask.
We're going to remember this forever. So enjoy the whole setup. You know, the day. Bring some snacks. Be healthy and ready, and you'll have a great day.
Know that you are in good hands. If you get a bad vibe and you don't feel okay, you're probably not in the right place.
Done?
Thanks.
That's it.
Well done, smashed it.
Thanks, 'cause I'm sweating.
2